What's up, Blizzard Nation? Welcome back to Strictly Blizzness, episode 202, presented by Edge VR Arcade, Creative Edge Productions, and our friends at Cousin Subs, where you can get a free cheese curd with a purchase of a 7.5-inch sub or a sub in a bowl using promo code. You know it.
Is it GBB?
What is the promo code?
Is it GBB
Blizz
curds?
curds.
Oh, it's Blizz. I'm still doing the fries, guys.
Yes.
So it's Blizz curds.
Yep. S on curds, no S on blizzes.
That is correct. There's no blizzes here.
Yep.
Question for you on that.
Yeah.
Is it possible to use that code anywhere in Wisconsin or just in Green Bay?
I'd have to check. It's a great question.
Because I have somebody that lives in Madison who has a cousins in Madison and asked, hey, can I use that? And I said, well, not all of them have a deep fryer. And he was like, oh, no, they have cheese curds. And I'm like, well, try it.
I'll not text on show, but I should ask. That's a very relevant.
Well, because, yeah, there's one on Mequon Road, which is where my mom, she lives in Mequon, and I go to Mequon. So if I can get them, that'd be fantastic. Yes, it's still a no for Phoenix, but
yeah,
elsewhere in Wisconsin,
a long Grubhub delivery.
That'd be, yeah. You better tip them if you're going to order Grubhub. Anywho, a lot to cover on this episode. So, with that being said,
yeah,
table first,
sure,
and then league.
Yeah, I think last time you asked me to bring in said stuff that is the first three games. So, game uno is the Eastern Conference Championship banner rally towel from our friends at Section Yellow.
Are you showing the TV or are you showing the camera?
All of the above. Yeah. One of them will get it. Hey, TV. The
TV's just for me and you.
Yeah. So thanks to our friends at Section Yellow for our Rally to Sobriety rally towel. So 3,000 of these, the first 3,000 fans. This is a version of the banner that will be in the Rush Center come Sunday. This Sunday, March 15th.
Have you practiced how you... the terrible towels.
Oh, this? No,
yeah.
I haven't practiced anything.
Well, does it work well? Because every time I have one of those, it just wraps around my hand.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
There's crap falling all over. Sorry, Sean.
Okay.
Clean up aisle 3.
We needed to demonstrate how they use them. Nice dust rag for later.
Yeah, great for autographs too.
Oh, actually, yeah, we should probably have some boards down there that we can lay them flat on for the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Yeah. Someone can find boards. Yeah.
Won't be you.
And then March 21st, right after, we're back-to-back at home to start the season, the Black Ice MVP Edition Youth Jersey, thanks to our friends at Aurora Bay Care. And Mark Becker over at Specialty Auto has his logo on the sleeve because he made the actual Black Ice jersey possible. And the Fan 107.5, which ironically Corey is on the air with while you and I record this. It is now Media Mondays. That's what I've deemed Blizzard football. We have Strictly, we have Cold Front, we have Coach's Show on the Fan 107.5 all on Mondays. So
crazy.
Yep.
I want to talk about Specialty Auto just a little bit. So you had him come up to me to talk about somebody that's been my husband on stage several times. So I'm giving a shout out to Bill Surgott, although I know he doesn't watch the show. But anyway, Mr. Becker actually is the son of Lyle Becker, who's very big into theater in Green Bay. So
really?
I was like, because when I said to Bill, hey, your boss is a pretty cool guy. He's like, do you know that's Lyle's son? And I'm like, what? So shout out to the Beckers. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, Mark helped feed the team for 2 seasons when he used to own Moe's, but he has a lot of roots in the auto industry and loves racing and cars in general. So had always kept touch points in there and had scooped up Specialty Auto out in Howard. And there's a second location, I think, in the Valley. I don't know the name of that one. Sorry, Mark. It's not a Specialty Auto, but he owns another dealership as well. So,
yeah, and I just didn't put the Becker name together until Bill told me. So really cool. Small world.
Yeah. Kirsten and I purchased a car from Mark, so I will definitely give a plug there. That great service and people out there in Howard-Swamico area. So
yeah, and I've heard great things about them because I know quite a few peeps out in the Howard-Swamico area. So absolutely.
Awesome.
Cool. So
Then-
this is second game.
Yep, first 1,000 kids 12 and under. First 3,000 anybody's of any age through the doors in 6 days.
By the time this airs, it'll be less than that.
Yes, yep.
And we're ready for you, Green Bay. We are ready.
Yeah, so those are the first two, and then about a month later, we're back at home for Frozen Phoenix, which is pretty awesome. So the snow
Oh,
globe.
he's cute. And that's perfect for a desk.
Yep.
So I don't. Oh, that's really cool.
Yep. So brand
I'm
new
gonna do
partner,
this.
John's Refrigeration. So huge supporter of GB Athletics, has Pulaski roots, very familiar with the Trinkler family, ironically. Actually does refrigeration units for a lot of our partners. Festival Food, Dean Distributing, real cool guy who just loves GB. Just said yes and it fits because it's a snow globe. So
Yeah,
real
so
cool.
it's refrigeration.
Yep. Yeah,
and it's
he
got
picked
the
up his
Phoenix.
20 that came with his sponsorship and his tickets over on Friday and was ecstatic to finally see them. And he is in the Bud Light Cave for Frozen Phoenix Night as part of his partnership. So if you want to wave at Mitch and the John's Refrigeration crew, he will show up on camera a ton.
That's
And then
pretty
Local
cool.
5 Live and Lisa and Mullane and Ryan Ross and Burke and that crew is all back. And then, of course, I saw the score of the men's. I did not see the
Ladies played today
Okay,
at
cool.
11.
Saw the
men's
men's
did not
great
make it.
bounce back season came to an end, unfortunately. But really awesome night coming here. So
Fabulous. And you got Channel 5 on there too?
yep. Yeah, here and on the box.
Yeah. Is that where Cam's coming from?
Yes. Ironic, yes.
How ironic is that?
Yep.
All right. Fabulous.
Yeah. Tickets are flying. I'll check the rest of the boxes before we go into league stuff here. So get your tickets. Sunday, 2 p.m. doors, 3 p.m. kick. Gonna be fun.
And remember, because we always need to say this because there's always those who show up with their flex tickets saying, oh, I need flex in this section. Well, if everybody else beats you to it, you're not sitting in that section. So don't wait until the day of. Remember that our office has moved,
Yep.
which we can't say that enough. I get that not everybody in Green Bay watches this, but we've had it on social media, and you really can't wait till the game day to go there anymore because
We won't be there.
we won't be there.
Yep.
Because we no longer are right next door.
But the Rush Center box office, I believe on the 15th opens at 10 a.m. Don't quote me on that, but you can get
Morning.
there
It
starting
opens
at
in
10
the
a.m.
morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll want to come redeem because I think you can Thursday through Saturday, but you are driving into a zoo. I mean, because WIAA is there. The box office is open, but it is going to be nuts.
It is going to
yeah.
be crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't miss we can't park in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Although we can't park in the parking lot where we are now either because there's so much stuff always going on in Sports Emporium. But that's all good stuff. All right.
Jamie McDonald halftime, rally towels, $5 hot dog sodas. That's what I got for
$5 for a hot dog and $5 for a soda.
combo. So $5 for a hot dog soda combo. Jamie at half. IFL Hall of Fame gentlemen will be inducted in the first quarter break. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very exciting. We have two individuals, and we're going to actually show it next Blizzness. We'll have some pics of them up from the actual night, which is a banquet the night before the game. So we'll talk about them and what they've done for the league and what they're currently doing now. It's always nice to see what these players develop into because we realize that most of them, there's a very small percentage that will continue playing beyond the IFL, meaning the NFL, the CFL. It's good to see that they take those football skills and go into teaching or go into coaching or coach in other leagues. I mean, it's just really cool to see what they develop into. And a lot of them are very much on the work with special needs or a humanitarian type individual. So very excited to share their stories with you the next time we get together on Blizzness.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There's no more behind the scenes. We are in the scene now. So
scene is here.
Yeah,
Scene is here.
I'm gonna turn it over to league news.
League news. Well, let's stick with IFL news.
Cold Front League.
I mean, not
IFL.
Yeah, let's stick with Blizz. Yep. See, we don't even know what we're saying anymore. So there's a lot going on with the league, but even close to home, we have a lot going on, which is our new podcast, and we're going to show you the logos associated with this new podcast. So the podcast is actually called Cold Front, and Cold Front is the name of a newsletter that Mitch Nolan had done for us back in the day, and he let us use that name. So basically, these logos that you're looking at, there's going to be a week in review that's called the Squall Review. Then our Meet the Opponent, when we kind of talk about somebody from that team, that's the icebreaker. And not necessarily a breakdown of the game, but for this coming week, it's an interview with Mike Davis. Then we have the interview with Blizz is the Talking Blizz. So somebody from the Blizzard is going to be part of Talking Blizz. And then forecast is across the league, what's going on, were there any exciting wins or, exciting trades or things of that nature. And then the last one, which is the blueprint, would be the keys to the game. What's it going to take to truly come out on top as part of that week that's happening? So those guys record after us. So they're recording today right next door. And they will air on Thursdays. So we're going to come out on Wednesdays. They're going to come out on Thursdays. So really cool stuff. Anxious to see what they do. It's going to be a quick segment. It's only going to be about 25 minutes, about 5 minutes per segment. And they're going to be talking football. So those of you that like X's and O's and want to talk about specific things or rules or whatever, that's the show to follow. We've always talked that we're behind the scenes from the operations perspective. They're going to be more so concentrating on the league and the football aspect of not only the Blizzard, but also the rest of the league. The two people that are on that podcast we've talked about before, Joey Bonadonna, who is our play-by-play. So you hear him whenever you're listening to our games, watching them on a network or video on demand. That is Joey. And then BJ Steffen is a longtime season ticket holder with his dad. BJ is very much a stats guy and an X's and O guy. He's very passionate about not just the Blizzard, but the league itself and progressing the league. So excited to have those two young gentlemen, and they are young. They're young kids, and it's great. That's what we need. We got to get the next generation excited and moving forward. So look for them on our YouTube channel. So that will also be on our YouTube channel. So subscribe to that as soon as you see it come out so that you don't miss anything. So that's still Blizz World. Dun, 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 dun. IFL World. Okay, this is the week. By the time this airs, this will already have happened. So today, which for you guys is Monday, we are announcing our partnership with Overnght. Overnght is who the remainder of our games will be aired on. Now, it is not a free channel. It's not a fast channel. We talked about free last time, and that's what Yahoo Sports is about. And to be honest, we had so many people saying, who's it going to be if it's not FanDuel? And it should have been. This is why you wait to do stuff, people, okay? When we made that announcement about FanDuel going away, we had so many other notable entities, the big boys, reach out to us and say, hey, this is interesting. We see Yahoo's investing in you. Problem was they didn't all want to jump in right up front. They talked about later in the season. Well, we needed somewhere for our games to be during the season. It was going to be a paywall whether y'all liked it or not. It was just a question of who, when, and how. So Overnght is an entity that does not have football, but has NFL ties to football in their ownership, and they're trying to get into the United States, and we're going to be the first to air on their platform, and then they're going to go after bigger fish. So All of that was announced. I'm sure all of you are crabby that you got to pay and blah, blah, blah. All that stuff that comes with. We're not turning it into a rage cage. I get it, people. I get that you don't want to have anything behind a paywall. I understand that. And you, as well as I, can be mad that everything's going to a paywall these days. You have to have 10 streaming services. You have to have a box that pirates everything. You have to, this, that, and the next thing. It's just the nature of the beast. And you all are the reason why, and it's these little devices. Once they knew they could get you to subscribe, well, that's how it happens. So supply and demand, if you all shut off your streaming services, maybe it'll go back to being free. But at the end of the day, somebody's got to pay for production. So you got to have money coming in somehow. And we've talked about that so many times on this show where we need people in our seats to survive. Nobody's going to come knocking on our door to say, hey, we want to pay you a bunch of money. Well, Overnght did. But you get my point. You have to sell commercials. You have to sell ads. You have to sell something to get money to be able to pay for the production on things. So nothing in this life is for free. So really happy to announce them. Like I said, that will have been on Monday. On Tuesday, we're announcing a really cool partnership that you don't even know about this, and neither does Joey or BJ. But I have to get my phone because I don't want to pronounce it wrong. We have a partnership on Tuesday being announced with Pendular. Now, Pendular is an AI service, and just like everything else, we are too going to get into AI. And what this AI group does is the AI watches the game and pulls key plays from the game and then sends it out to Yahoo, us, whomever. I don't know who's all on the list. I think it's just an IFL partnership. So I think the IFL would then send whatever was compilated through AI back to us to put on social media the following day. So it's a really cool thing. It's a new product. Of course, they as well are looking to get up into the big leagues. And why not start with us? So really cool to have us be the premier league that people are looking to start their platforms, and blessed in the sense that we may very well be airing with other platforms that are, meaning the sports entity platforms. We could be doing something with the NFL someday or the CFL. Who knows? Then on Wednesday, I believe, I better check my notes. Wednesday, yes, it's Wednesday. So if you saw a Yahoo post over the weekend, Yahoo posted every single one of our games. And then next to it, they had a little phone icon that's showing that you can watch it on their network as a Yahoo game, meaning the FAST channel. So if you saw that, then you saw those are all the games that are going to be on Yahoo. Wednesday, we are announcing, so the day that this comes out, it will come out by the league as to where you can watch our games. So I just tell you, if you live in Wisconsin, you should come to the physical game on Sunday, which is the 15th. It's a 3 o'clock start. It'll show up as 4 o'clock Eastern because all games are posted as Eastern. But our first game will be on Overnght. It will not be on Yahoo. But the league is posting how you can watch. They're telling me they're going to do a great job of communicating, and I'm sure they will, every single game, which ones are behind the paywall and which ones are on Yahoo. Then on Thursday, we're going to talk about, and again, this is all league. You'll see it on our social media as well. On Thursday, we're going to talk about what's going on with the IFL network. Did it go away? You guys are doing a paywall. This is a different paywall. Does it pay to, be a subscriber to the IFL? And the answer is absolutely it pays, because I believe it's going to be free. And it's where you'll be able to watch all games as a video on demand. So Now, if they changed it by the time they announce and it's not free, then, well, I'm sorry. I told you it was free. But if you aren't going to do a pay to be a subscriber to Overnght and you're just going to catch the highlights of the game and then watch it a week later on the video on demand on the IFL network, you can do that. So there's ways to do it. You're just watching it after the fact. So lots going on in the IFL. This is the year of, crashing through the ceiling that we've had, and it's a kind of a breaking through and breaking out. And I'm very excited for the IFL as a whole. We have a lot of great teams. We have people that are new that, we're hoping with everything that we're doing, we can have a consistent production regardless of who you're watching. And that was the whole goal here. We had some that were stellar with their production. We had some that were limping along with their production. And then we had some that were just okay. Now we've stepped all of that up. And I know they're going to be having production meetings this week. So Corey was like, am I going to know what they're doing? I mean, and yes, all of our coaches will be, whenever it's your first time, your turn, you'll be part of the production meeting. So very excited to kick all of this off. We have Will Blackman coming to our game, and he'll be at our Sunday game. Hopefully he's coming to the IFL banquet for the Hall of Fame as well. But we will see how that all turns out. I think that's all I have from an IFL perspective. I have one last thing, and I really didn't want to end on this, so I'm hoping we have something else that we can talk about after. So think of something.
I don't.
Well, think of something. Dream something up right now.
Swing this thing.
Yeah. So in sad news, and I just want to put this out there because he was one of the first coaches that Larry and I hired, Chad Baldwin, who was with us early on in our tenure here at the Blizzard, has passed away. He had a big family that rallied behind him when he got cancer. He fought the good fight for many, many years, and we just want to say our deepest condolences to his family, to the people that knew him and knew his life after the IFL and after the Blizzard. He was a very good man, very dedicated, great Christian, and just it saddens me to know that his children are without a father and his wife without a husband. So our deepest condolences to them. We also had over the weekend, one of our former players pass away, and he was doing his job, tried to break someone up that was having a fight and stepped in front of a gun to protect someone and was shot and killed. So Jordan Jones was a linebacker for us. He played one game for us, but he still left an impact. I was always happy to see him because wherever he went after, he was, hey, Miss Strinkler, hey, Miss Kathy. So he was always a nice man and a very pleasant individual to be around, a good football player. After he was with us, he went to the Omaha Beef and then followed the coach here to Tulsa's inaugural season and then ended his career at the IFL at San Antonio. So played many a game in the IFL realm, and it breaks my heart to know that he's not going to be able to go on and do something more in his life. So our condolences go out to him, to his family, to his mother. It was terrible to hear over the weekend. And that's why I didn't want to end on a sad note. Although it's very sad and we want to definitely give them their due, it stinks.
Yeah.
Leave it at that. Tell me we have something else we can talk about.
Yeah, well, congrats to the 26, if that's the correct count. I can't keep track of the football crap.
Don't call it. Can we bleep that
on
out?
The roster,
we need to bleep that
the
out.
actual rules, not the football game, the rules. But I think we can carry 26 now.
We can.
Okay.
And
so congrats to that number of guys that made the roster.
Well, it's not quite there yet. I think we're still at
By the time this airs, we might be, right?
By the time this airs, we should be down to the final roster. That is true. So
Awesome.
we are meeting with the guys that are still considered hear and not release
Got it.
tonight. We're doing their welcome dinner tonight. So, yeah, I think that's a great note to end on. So welcome to those guys.
Absolutely.
Our team, I got to tell you, I am very impressed, and we will have one or two of them on this show. They will absolutely be peppered into Cold Front show throughout the rest of the season. So we definitely are looking forward to seeing them, watching them play. Excited to see what they're going to be playing against. A lot of their teammates this weekend, because we have some from Bay Area. Vegas has some from Bay Area, because as you guys know, Bay Area went dormant for this season. So those players, we scarfed them up as quickly as we could, and we got some pretty impressive players. We also have a lot of rookies. Corey is one of those coaches that isn't afraid of rookies. We have coaches in our league that just steal the people that we've developed. So what? We'll still create a championship team by doing it from the ground up. And I'll leave it at that. So excited to see them play on Sunday.
That's what I got.
That's what I got. Hi, Ashley.
Awesome. Well, one more time before game day and before the first episode of Cold Front, should we hit them with it?
Oh, wait. I have one more very important announcement. I almost forgot, and that would have been terrible. For this first game, as a memorial, we would like you to wear eye black. And that's for Grandma Sandy. Grandma Sandy passed away a few years now. I think it'll be 2. I think it was 2
I think so.
In January.
Yeah.
2 years in January. And Preston, her son, who is a subscriber to this show, would like us all to wear eye black in honor of Grandma Sandy. So those of you that watch this and do come to our games, please put on your eye black. And please send us your pictures in eye black so that we can, celebrate with you guys and the memory of Grandma Sandy. So now I am finished.
Got it.
Okay.
Not sure if we have any left, so you'll have to bring your own eye black.
Yeah,
So
I think we're out of Blizzard eye black.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think we have any more. So you're going to have to create your own eye black.
Yep.
Please and thank you. Because we can't get any by Sunday's game.
Nope.
All righty.
Awesome.
Now we're done.
Yep. Should we hit him with it?
Let's hit them with it.
Go Blizz. Don't forget to like, follow,
subscribe,
share,
and ring that notification bell to get all of our content in your inbox.